All right, let's dive into one of the wildest, most misunderstood corners of the market, shorting stocks. Yeah, we're talking about betting on failure. It sounds like something out of a movie, right? High stakes, big rewards, but there's a huge unseen risk we need to unpack. So, let me just ask you this straight up. Do you think the only way to win in the market is to buy low and hope a stock goes up? Because what if I told you there's an entire strategy built around a company's stock price going down? It's a totally different way to look at things, but man, it comes with a serious, serious catch. Okay, now before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just have to say this. This is all for informational purposes, all right? It is absolutely not financial advice. You've always got to do your own research before making any moves, okay? Cool. Let's get into it. So first up, let's talk about the appeal. I mean, why are people so drawn to shorting? Well, there's this aura around it. It's seen as this super bold, kind of sophisticated move, you know? Like you're the one smart person in the room betting against the herd. As one source puts it, plain and simple, it looks cool. And you know what? It kind of does. You see it in the movies all the time. That slick investor who calls a company's collapse and makes a killing. It makes you feel like you've got some kind of secret insight, like you're a rebel. But is the reality really that glamorous? Okay, so enough about the vibe of shorting. Let's talk about how it actually works. What are the nuts and bolts of betting against a stock? I'm going to break it down into 5 simple steps. All right, stay with me here. It's pretty simple on the surface. Imagine you think company X, trading at $100 a share, is about to tank. Step 1, you borrow a share from your broker. Step 2, you immediately sell that borrowed share for $100. So now you've got $100 cash, but you owe the broker 1 share. Step 3, you wait. And hey, let's say you were right. The price drops to $70. Step 4, you go and buy 1 share back for just $70. And finally, step 5, you give that share back to the broker. That $30 difference, that's your profit. Easy, right? Well, not so fast. And this is where we get to the absolute heart of the matter. This is what so many people miss. Because shorting is not a 50-50 bet. It is what you'd call an asymmetrical bet. And that means your potential risk and your potential reward are wildly, dangerously out of balance. This right here is the most important thing you'll hear today. Think about your profit. If you short that $100 stock, what's the best case scenario? It goes to 0. It can't go any lower. So your maximum profit is capped at $100. That's it. But what about the other side? What's the highest a stock price can go? 200? 500? 1,000? There is no ceiling, which means your potential loss is, and I mean this literally, unlimited. And this visual just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, there's your max profit. It's a nice, neat, finite little bar. It has a hard ceiling. But look at the bar on the right for potential loss. It just blasts right off the screen into infinity. That picture shows you everything you need to know about the terrifying imbalance of this strategy. So now let's connect that idea of unlimited risk to a very specific and frankly, very scary number that our source material warns about. Let's talk about what hitting a negative 100% return actually feels like. So here's the rest of that quote from earlier. Shorting is often just a fast way to reach negative 100% returns. Now, hold on. A negative 100% return? You might think that means the stock went to 0, but you'd be wrong. When it comes to shorting, it means something way, way worse. Okay, here's the crazy part. In the world of shorting, you hit a negative 100% return when the stock you bet against doubles. So if you short it at $100 and it skyrockets to $200, you have to buy it back for $200 to return it. You only made $100 on the sale, so you're out $100. You have lost 100% of the value of your initial bet. And remember, the stock can just keep on climbing from there. And this can happen in a flash. A company doesn't need to go bankrupt for you to get wiped out. All it needs is one piece of unexpected good news. That negative 100% isn't some far-off possibility. It is a very real and very rapid outcome for a lot of people who try this. Hey, just gonna pause here for a second. If you're finding this breakdown useful and it's clearing things up for you, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It honestly helps a ton and lets us know you want more explainers just like this one. All right, we've covered the perception, the process, and the frankly massive risk. So let's boil this all down. What are the key things you absolutely have to remember from all this? Okay, here it is in a nutshell. 1. Yeah, shorting looks cool, but that image hides a world of pain. 2, your profit is always capped. 3, and this is the big one, your potential loss is infinite. It's unlimited. That creates a risk-to-reward ratio that is just fundamentally broken. And the final lesson here, which applies to literally everything in finance, is you have to understand the worst-case scenario before you even think about making a move. So I'll just leave you with this question. We started this whole thing talking about how shorting looks cool. But now that you've seen the math, now that you understand the unlimited downside, does betting against a company still seem that way to you? I'd genuinely love to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.